Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Notey News. We've got quite a bit to get through in this video, so we're just going to keep talking. We're probably going to end up words twisted and forget words, the usual stuff here, but we've got a lot to go through in this video. The mixed arc just finished recently. We don't have another season of content recorded, ready to go right now. But we are working on one offline. We're working on Story Ark Season 1, which will be on the island. But we're doing a different type of editing style. We're at least planning something different with it there, because a long form content hasn't exactly grabbed people's attention. It's grabbed some people's attention, but not a lot of people's attention. So we're trying to find a different way to do the same thing we did in the past, basically. If that makes kind of sense. So that's going to take time to work out. So because of that, we're basically don't have any long-form content for you in March so far, but we do have shorts. We have shorts there. But we've got some announcements to make going forward here. The phrase I would say for my channel going forward is less is more. To start with, we are going to be doing videos every 3 days from now on. So in the past we would do a long form video every 2 days, we would do a short every 2 days, now it's going to be 3 days. This may change in future, we may go back to every 2 days in the future, but at the moment here we're doing a kind of transition on our channel into, as I say, basically doing same content before but differently. So we're doing a transition while we work that out right now, so to allow me to have the time to do that transition, we'll decide to move to an every 3 days there. Plus, I'm curious to see how it would do. Because I have said in the past that I'm very much aware about how much content is getting made right now. You look at content creating and streaming, and all the streaming services on top of that. There's just so much content for people to consume right now that is rather overwhelming at times, really, how much content. Even I get overwhelmed looking at things. I look at my watch later list sometimes on YouTube and I'm like, Jesus, I better get into this. So, I'm sure that happens with you as well. So I think going to every 3 days might actually help my channel, but I'm curious to see how it does. But as I say, there is every right to go back to every 2 days in the future, the same way I've been doing that in the past. But I'm going to go to every 3 days. So you're going to get a short every 3 days in March. That will start on the 3rd of March and going forward there. Recently we were doing audio tests on our new audio setup on our content. We actually did a test run by spawning into the island, and about an hour we would play and then we check it afterwards. We actually did quite a few test runs actually, but we got a lot of shorts during that content as well. So some of the content from the test runs you will actually see in the shorts, so they've never actually been seen before on my channel, unless you've watched our video, Let's Talk video. There's some shorts from that, and if you've watched our Let's Talk video with the test run with the audio, you'll understand what I mean, because it's one of the worst bloody spawners and an Ark map I've had in a long time. Very entertaining, highly recommend watching it. But so yeah, we've got that going on. So we've got shorts next month, but it'll be 10 shorts a month instead of 15. And in the future it'll be 10 long form videos a month. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, really, you're going to 3 days instead of 2 days? You do realise that your content lasts about a year, or in the case of Story Ark, over a year. Story Ark, Story Ark Season 1, that went over a year. So you're basically going to extend out how long there. Well, the whole point of us changing the content, how we do the content, is to actually lower that down. So we're actually, this is the way we're doing it from Story Ark and Island. The first 5 episodes is basically going to be an hour gameplay. That is what it's going to be. It's going to be an hour gameplay. We play for an hour. You see everything that happens in that hour for the first 5 episodes. The reason why we're doing that is because spawning in is fun. In a map, I even have a full season around it. It's one of my favourite things to do in the game. So you are going to see that. And you're going to see every second of that. You're going to see how we set up the map, how we set up to complete the map, and the first part of it there, everything there, like our first games, where we build, how we build in the area, how we take over that area, and all that stuff. So you'll see for the first 5 episodes, you'll see an hour of gameplay. Then episode 6 onwards, the episode length will vary after that. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to look like, but my general idea of that is we are going to be doing kind of like a highlight package. If you've ever seen one of the 100-day videos where a person will do like a 100-day gameplay on a single map and try and beat it in 100 days, and they're basically they'll do it in one video, like the full gameplay, and they'll do a narration over it. We're not going to completely do that, but we are kind of going to take inspiration from the type of videos and actually incorporate that in from episode 6 onwards. But I'm not 100% sure how that's going to look right now, but that is what we're thinking we're going to do. And I'm very much looking forward to it because I love editing, actually. I enjoy editing. It looks like a fun editing style. But what I'm anticipating doing is I'm going to bring you in with we're going to do the previously on at the start of it. Then we'll have our welcome graphic. Then we'll do our welcome. Okay, in this episode, we're going to try and do this and this. This is my thinking. Then we're going to jump forward in time until we actually going to tame something or do what the task is. But we might actually have like a narration. An example would be, say it takes ages for me to find a specific creature that I'm looking to actually tame. So I jump in a narration and says, hey, this is not me. We found this dino, we found that dino, we found this level, and this level we ended up giving up because we saw something else. And then you jump into that other thing about we saw. We go into that. That's the type of thinking that I have right now on it there, but I've not actually started. I've only recorded the first 4 episodes so far. Now, you have to remember, when I record like 5 episodes in the past, that would be 10 days because it would be an episode every second day in the long form. But now it's going to be every 3 days. That actually goes to 5 would be 15 days now. So there's only 10 videos a month. So we should hopefully by the end of March, I would say, be back into business with long form in my channel. Basically, I don't want to commit myself to a day right now because I'm still working out this episode 6 and what that is exactly going to be. I've only recorded the first 4 episodes and I haven't edited them yet. I've been playing around with this audio testing, trying to get this Notey news, because I got the audio and the gameplay very well, but in the Notey news, it didn't actually go very well at all. For some reason, I don't understand why it wasn't, but I had to go back to the way I used filters in the past. Now, for those that are wondering, this is what I've done audio-wise. I've split the audio into different streams, and I've been sound mixing, and I now have an audio stream for my mic, and an audio stream for my, what do you call it? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this game here right now because, right, okay, we've got that there. I was wondering why it was still going, because the techgrams came up after I killed the dragon. And there so yeah. Okay, the boss fight's done now. This is the recent boss fight I did. Mixed Ark. I highly recommend the second last episode. Basically, because I actually do well in that one. The last episode of the season didn't go well. But that last episode is going to influence the Story Ark season as well, because the main goal is to try and beat bosses at better. Because we've never done that. With the exception on when we had single player enabled. Anyway, so here's the audio. We basically separated our mic into one stream and separated our game audio another stream. That means we can do a narration type style there. We can remove the mic and keep the game audio instead of being combined together. And if we remove the full audio, we can move the game audio as well. So we can do that. So we can do narration now into our content. So that's why we did that. Also, we actually changed what filters we added. We would usually use a noise gate or noise suppression or both, and we would use a limiter and we would use a gain to control the audio level for basically both our game and the mic audio. Now we use a compressor and an enhancer. Is that an enhancer? I can't remember what it's called. Filter. Shoot. Can't remember what it's called. Expander. That's the word I'm looking for. It's news to me still. Okay. There. So yeah, Basically, we're using an expander and a compressor. The expander cuts out the back noise. The compressor allows me to basically control the audio when, if I talk too low, you can still hear me, but if I talk too loud, I don't blow your eardrums, and it does the same thing. It was something that I learned recently, basically, on a video on YouTube. It was very, very good video. So that's what I've been doing for the last week. I've been spending more time learning OBS. I've also been trying to increase the video quality as well. So since I used to do like a lot of work. I was doing a ton of work. Basically, so much work I didn't really have time to think about the work I was doing. So now I've finished my novel, I've had time to sit back and think about the recording and what I'm doing and everything there. Now in the past, I was like, okay, I can only go to 30 frames per second, because if I went up to 60, I'm getting coding overload. Well, it occurred to me when I was free thinking and then free to think actually and stuff there, well, I have to go up to 60. I can go to 48 frames FPS. So I've been using 48 frames per second. Also discovered that if I record in MKV format, I can instantly remux, it's called in OBS, and now I'll change it over to MPEG format. So I've been doing that as well, but massive files, so I have to put it into my editor, and it takes quite a bit of time as well. So I've got a lot of stuff work ahead to me as well, but in the meantime, I am going to be looking to try and put some Let's Talk videos out, or I might do like a Notey News talking about films in future as well. So you might still get some content as well. And as I say, you are going to get shorts every 3 days as well. There's going to be 10 shorts a month. So it's not like you're not going to be getting any content on my channel. There is content coming on the channel. As for the long form content, we're kind of going backwards to come forwards, because we're going to be operating on a less is more. I'm quite excited about the change the channel. I'm looking forward to episode 6 to see how that's going to look forward. The first 5 episodes, and so far it's looking very good. We did have a bit of an issue on intro to the first episode, because doing this type of Notey style and an intro, the audio just kept cutting out on me. Still can't figure out why it was happening. But I went back to the old filters and I did a narration thing on it basically. So I saved it. I saved the day. You'll be very proud of me. You will be, I'm sure. Anyway, we were in the narration for very long anyway, so it wasn't like it was too big a mistake. A problem basically there. The episode itself is fine and go forward. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm really quite liking the way it's shaping up so far. But it's just going to take a bit of time for me to get there. Plus, I would like to be actually far ahead as well. Because last year for the 2024, I was like a month ahead, but I got so busy with other things in my life and stuff like that there, but I ended up getting caught up and not being a month ahead or anything like that. So yeah, we basically got caught up there. I'm just looking at the year ahead there, and I was thinking to myself, I was unfortunate that year went ahead there. Yeah, I don't remember this now. Anyway, if you like the sound of what I was saying, then please like the video. And you want to see future gaming content from me, then please subscribe for future gaming content. And until next time, you take care.